Hi, I'm Jen Hand, your food coach for helping you end your battle with eating. So how do you stop eating when you're full? This sounds simple and actually is the most or one of the most challenging things on this journey because for so long we've been in the diet restrict, binge, overeat, back on diet on Monday cycle that we have no concept of starting to eat when we're hungry and stopping when we're full. And one of my favorite metaphors on this path is hunger and fullness as relearning or learning a new language, because that is essentially what we're doing. We've lost touch with that part of ourselves that gives us the signals of hunger and fullness, or we've forgotten it. And it's about reconnecting to that. How do we start to learn to listen to ourselves again? And so I will tell you that fullness is never an intellectual thing. It is never that you measure, you weigh, you count, and then intellectually you know you're full. It's a body response. It comes from not up here, but from down here. It's a response from your belly, your chest, your gut area that says, hey, now I'm full. So what this essentially boils down to is learning how to reconnect to your body signals. And a lot of times people say, but I just don't think I have those signals. And I promise that you were born with it. We are all born with the innate ability to distinguish hunger and fullness, what we need to eat, when we need to eat it, and how much is enough. It's just we've long forgotten that. We've brought it from the body up to our minds into an intellectual, rule-based, should, measurement, quantitative type of place. And we need to begin to let that go and come back in touch with our body, which can be scary at first because we've not listened to it for so long that we don't know how to trust it. So part of recognizing fullness is understanding that it is there within you, believing that, and taking a leap of faith that we all are born with that. Look at any toddler, any baby, any animal, any mammal, like we all have the innate capacity to distinguish, I need food, I'm done. So our body is signaling to us, and sometimes, especially with fullness, it's very subtle. It operates almost as a whisper. So if you're distracted, if you're watching TV, if you're driving, if you're having 15 conversations, noises surrounding you, and your kids are screaming, and the music's playing, and there's 1,000 things going on, you might not be able to hear it at first. That's not to say you can't eventually get there and register fullness in the snap of your fingers because you're so attuned with your body. Absolutely. In the beginning, however, it's easier to put away distractions, to sit down, enjoy, and have your meal so that you can begin to hear. And so a lot of times people ask me, but how? How do I hear? And I will say that the first place you want to start is guessing. So you have to start somewhere. And if you have no clue, let's say you're having pizza for dinner and you have a piece and you have another one and you're like, okay, I don't think I'm quite full yet. So I'm gonna have another piece. So you have a third, and then you're like, oh, I ate way past full. So this is your feedback. Okay, 2 pieces probably would have been enough. So next time you have pizza, you stop at 2 and you say, okay, I think that was enough for me. So you guess, you start to guess, and as you eat each and every day, you'll get better and better at discerning, oh, that was past full, or oh, I caught myself. And I remember a client I was working with struggling with this concept of, I just can't quite hear when my body is full. And she finally had the signal and got it. And I remember her saying to me, it was so subtle, I almost missed it at first. It wasn't this big grand finale of like angels coming down from the heavens and screaming, you're done, you've had enough. It was this very subtle body response in her belly of, that's enough. And it could be different for you. It might be a response from your stomach. It might be more in your chest. It might be more, lower belly. But it's a very subtle whisper, and we have to be open to hearing from it. And in the beginning, you do just guess because you've got to start somewhere. You've got to make a decision, take action, and not sit for 20 minutes being like, am I full? Am I not? Am I full? Am I not? Because you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's like, okay, I think I'm full. I'm done. And then 2 hours later, you're like, no, I'm hungry again, so I don't think I ate enough. And so you're continuously getting feedback from your body that says, nope, that wasn't enough. Yep, that was enough. That was too much. And so you just reevaluate. There are still times when I eat past full. Every once in a while, when a lot of times it's if I've gone too long without eating. I usually eat every 3 to 4 hours, and so if I hit that 4.5 into 5th hour, I'm ravenous, and I eat so quickly that I'm like, oh man, I ate past full. So, but it's become so automatic that I don't have to stop and think about it for 10 minutes. However, in the beginning, I did stop and think about it for 10 minutes because I wasn't sure. I didn't know. It was guessing. It was a shot in the dark. But as I made those decisions again and again and again, it gets easier and easier for you to get the feedback and say, oh yeah, that's it. That's the feeling I know. That's the whisper. That's the subtle signal from my body I know is telling me I'm full. So I'd love to hear from you. What does it feel like in your body when you're approaching full or when you've had enough? And is it a signal? Is it a feeling? Is it a sensation? What is it for you? Share in the comments below, because I think when other people can hear different signals and different sensations that everyone is experiencing or someone is experiencing, it can help them tune in to be like, oh yeah, I did feel that. And I couldn't name it, but that's what